Welcome back to the stream. Today we are going to be working on our cozy survival game. Once again, there's a lot of work to do. Let me post this in the Discord real quick, just so everyone knows that I am live. And let me get everything else set up. Yada, yada, yada.
Miten haluat sähkösi? Tuulivoimalla kenties.
I don't have Spotify Premium anymore. So now we got ads.
Vattenfall.fi/fossiilivapaus.
How many ads do we got?
Spotify Premium
I played one song.
paremman kuuntelukokemuksen. Nauti
Okay.
musiikistasi täysillä.
This is the annoying part about having moved to Finland.
Lataa niitä
I have to
laitteille
figure out,
korkealla äänenlaadulla ja kuuntele musiikkia ilman mainoksia.
I gotta figure out how to pay for things because it keeps rejecting my American payments because they're from America and my region is set to Finland. Please no more? Okay. It better not be in between every song. I have this with YouTube as well. And I could use YouTube to like try to play songs, but I keep getting, like last stream got copyright. How often does Spotify play ads? Every 10 to 30 minutes, usually after 4 to 6 songs. Okay. I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway. Honestly, it's probably for the best that I don't be paying for these things, but still. All right. So we have our little world here. There's a bunch of other... So right now I'm just pulling in assets from Kenny Assets. So this is all not my own design. Definitely looks different than... I mean, it looks fairly similar to the type of stuff I do. So it's not too far off. But we can do our building. I don't really need to work on this side yet. We should really figure out what I need to be working on. I think items. So let's go ahead and model up. Let's do a new general. Let's get ourselves a hammer and let's add that in. Cube. Okay. Go to edit mode. We're going to make ourselves a little hammer here. Go to wireframe. Okay. If our player is 2 meters high, then this needs to be a lot smaller. That's 1 meter high. We actually don't even need it that high, I don't think. Yeah, let's do a shorter hammer. Okay. Let's grab this. Go here, pull it out. How should we style this? Well, let's do this. So it's got some a little bit of waviness to it. Okay, and then we can go here. Maybe we do something like that. And then bring these. Something like that. That's not bad. Obscure, what's up, man? How to create VFX like Deadlock. I don't know. I don't know Deadlock. So I'm not familiar with what you're referring to, unfortunately. Let's go here. Let's pull this in a little bit. Yeah. And maybe we even do something like this. Let's go back to wireframe. Tighten it up at the neck a little bit more. And then go here. Grab these. Pull them in slightly. I think we pull this up. Yeah, that's pretty good right there, I think. But we got to think about the materials on this. And also maybe these. Down. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, let's grab this. Plus, 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 plus. Or actually, we can do... Okay, material. Let's add a new one. Wood. This will probably all get switched out because I don't really know how the... how it's going to transfer. Okay, so we have that. Turn our roughness all the way up. Then we can do something like this. Plus, plus. Grab these. Okay, we can do a new material. Call it metal or stone, because this will be a stone hammer, I guess. Oh, come on. I always do that. Let's do that. Remove these. Okay. Assign that. Okay, that's not bad. Save this. In our assets, we're going to do a new folder, call it Tools. This one's going to be called Stone Hammer. Okay. So we have a hammer now. What we're going to need to do is use our inventory plugin with our items to create an item. That will be the hammer item. So, add-ons, we have DS Inventory Lite, which has item scene. Does it have example items in it? No, I think... Okay, items is there. Create new folder. Let's do tools. And then let's do create new resource item. And this is going to be stone hammer. Okay. Stone hammer. Texture. We're going to need a texture, but we can pull that over from our other game. So let me do that real quick. Where's my survival? We're just going to pull over all of these ones from the survival game. By the way, I got an ad starting on Twitch, just a heads up. Okay, we go back here. Now we go to icons, and we got hammer icon, which is not the correct one, but whatever. Mesh. I can't do that, right? But what I can do is go into here. What do I do? Do I just have to export it as... I think so. Let's go here. Let's go export as GLTF. Can I do GLTF? Like that? This is Dark Forest Tools. Okay. Okay, it'll just export it as a GLB, I guess. Oh! Can't do that again. How do I do this again? I think we just have to export it. What was it? OBJ? Okay. Okay, we have that. So the hammer item is created. Right there. So if we go here and we grab our item scene, then we should be able to grab stone hammer, toss it there. Boom. Let's see what happens. There we go. Oh, look at that. Our icon is way off. Also, let me do a quick. So if I drop that, okay, you can. It is lit. It's very dark, but okay. So let's take a look at our slot UI. The icon. I think this just needs to be. This says 64, 64. do ignore side. No. Fit width, I guess. Let's try that. Okay, there we go. Okay, now if hammer is item, or if item is hammer, then we can do the build stuff. Okay. That icon is not great, but whatever. So now I think this player script is horrific. Let's do we have HB, where is it? HB underscore, okay. We do change tool. If it's equal to index, then we do that, blop. Okay. All we're doing is that. Current active hotbar. Something like this. Maybe a set current tool. So I want to say, what was I doing before? I had this thing where like the oh, one second. So I had this thing where you have your current tool attached to your player and we switch it out. Then we have to have scenes for those tools. There's a lot of rebuilding that we're going to end up doing. We're going to do current. Or we're going to do a hand. Okay, we're going to do something like this. Then let's
Yksi, kaksi,
good old ads.
3, 4.
Okay. Scenes.
Lähitapiolan henkivakuutus ja lepäät rauhassa. Henkivakuutuksen myöntää lähitapiolan keskinäinen henkivakuutus.
New folder. We're gonna do tools,
Samalla puolella.
or I guess equipables.
Kovimmat hitit soittolista. Nyt Spotifyssa. Klikkaa ja kuuntele.
Stone hammer. Okay, this is going to be equipable.gd. Yes, we can do this. Class name equipable. item action. We could do something like that. Maybe something like this. Right click. But these will need to be overridden by each tool script, right? Now, I could instantiate this, or I could instantiate this. Oh, I can't instantiate that. But I can instantiate this. Okay. Okay. Ooh, how do we do this again? Can I type? Goodness sakes. Okay, export var, item, scene, path. No. One thing that we could do. Enum item types. Equip. Equipable. Resource. Do we need an enum for this, or can we just do a boolean of just whether or not it's equipable? We could do equipable, resource. I think it's... Do we need to know if something is a resource? Placeable. non inter. What would we say? Equipable, placeable, none. Because we need things that you can equip, certain things that you can place. This might be good for us to like distinguish between them. Placeable and equipable will have some of the same shared logic, but it will be different, I think. Let's just do that. Add export var item inventory type, which is an item types. Specify if it is equipable, placeable, or none. We can do that. This is an equipable. Nice. Okay, so we have that. So now in our player, when we go here, we go to change tool. Let's move this forward. Set current tool. We're going to do up here, we're going to do tool. There's so much I have to think through already. Okay, set current tool. We're going to do current tool equals new tool. Set current tool. this is going to be inventory. Actually, let's do this. So we got to what is this doing? Oh, duh. Our new scene, or new tool. Inventory. Or load inventory index item scene path. Okay, change tool does that. We do set current tool, blop. We can do where is it? Right here. Current tool equals new tool. Okay, let's see what breaks. Things are gonna break because it's null and all that, but 1. Ah, look at that. Press 1 again and it's 0 or nothing. Okay, I press 2 and there's nothing there. Okay. Where's get item at index? If inventory.get item at index is equal to null return. Or we could just do this. Does not equal null. And inventory.get item at index dot inventory type is equal to I don't think we need placeable anymore. We're gonna leave it like that for now. Okay, we have a hammer now. It can still disappear through things, of course. We haven't set up that part of it. But now if I hit 2 or 3, oh. Else we do that. Okay. Boom. Then we switch. Okay. Boom. Switch. Boom. Press 1 again. Oh. Then it should do this. Why does this? Okay. Active hotbar equals index. -1. Then we do slot dot change to inactive. Why does that not change it to inactive? hit it again, then we should be setting it to -1. Clear tool. What does clear tool do? Okay. So if we set it to the same, what's going on? Test. There's a bunch of them. Test. 1, 1. I press 2 and it switches. Oh, that's because it's doing it to all of them. Oh. Maybe if I do that? Yeah, okay. Nice. So now we have our hotbar working. We have our tool working. Let's put this in a better place. Oh, now you can't see it. Oh, wait. Okay, you can. Oh, it's also backwards. Okay. We're gonna flip. Flip it forward. Go up a little. Okay, we now have a hammer in our hands. Now, one thing I could do is I could make an actual like hand that does the animation and the tool just sticks to it. But we're not going to worry too much about it right now. Okay, now we need to switch to when you change tool. We need to check if you are holding a building hammer. So we have the stone hammer, which is an equipable. So we need to find out, is this a is this a hammer? I just need to find the best way of doing that. BRB, let me put some coffee going. Let me get some creatine in me. Back. Okay, brain power time. We know we're going to have tools. We know we're going to have placeables. We know we're going to have tools that have different functions, obviously. How do we do this? Do we do this on the item side or on the tool side? Because there's the item that is the resource, then there's the item scene that actually gets attached to your hand. I don't know.
Ota biitti mukaasi premiumilla. Lataa musiikki ja ota se mukaan minne vain, jotta voit tanssia korkealaatuisen musiikin tahtiin ilman äänimainoksia. Miksaa soittolistoja Smart Shufflen kappalesuosituksilla tai valikoi kuunneltavasi tarkkaan rajattomilla skippauksilla ja toistoilla. Koe musiikki ilman rajoja. Napauta banneria ja lue lisää.
just want to fix my UI because it is a little annoying for the secondary inventory to show up if there is no other inventory. Uh-oh, we still got that. So when we drag, update slots is in the ready. Then we have function update slots. Okay. We could do here. We could do, what is it? What are we doing? Change tool. How does this work? So we press 1 and we drag something. Something is now invalid. Something like that. Uh-oh. Oh, because it's doing it twice. I think. Maybe. Hello, brother. Have a good day. Hey, thanks, Vidar. Hey, how's it going, brother? How you doing? You ready to see the new project? You have a good day too as well. Okay, so I can switch to that. What happens if I drag? Okay, if I do this, nice, it sets it. Okay, what happens if I drag here, press 1, so now the hotbar is active. Then I go there. Okay, it doesn't automatically do that, but at least if I drag it out, then it gets rid of it. It's kind of hacky, I feel. I feel like this is going to need some reworks. That is fine. Okay, now, obviously I still can't build just because my hammer is out. I could switch to a different thing and I could still build. I can have my hammer not out and it still works, which is a little bit annoying. And we can fix that. But we need to just basically say if the current tool is a hammer, which we have hammer as an equipable. Thanks, bro. Just got back to Helsinki, back to school. Okay. All right. Nice, nice. Yeah, I've been back in Oulu for a little over a week. Yeah, a little over a week. Trying to build out my new project. I'll show you real quick one of my old projects if you're interested. I'm trying to rebuild all of the systems that I built in another game, but in a smarter way. Sort of working, not necessarily. It's like, it's so easy for me to just do the easy thing right now, which then also means that in, a couple weeks, I'm going to look back at the system I built and have to rebuild it again. But here's one that I was working on that looks cool, but it just doesn't really have much gameplay to it. But I'm trying to build a survival game, but a cozy survival game. This is kind of unrelated. This is just me. This is another project here that I had that I really want to do something with, but it might be too hard. You are just this little cube of energy. We've got these guys here, the big rock golems. You're living on a little planet. And in this game, what it was going to be is you travel to different planets, like this. You teleport to a whole new world where there's a big story happening of some sort. So this world was going to be a big sci-fi battle. We've got tanks fighting each other, auto turrets shooting up into the sky, bunch of stuff. I like it, but it was just going to be too much work for what I was going to do, because I would have had to come up with a bunch of stories and do a ton of animation, which wasn't super realistic time-wise. But I like this still. It was fun to make. Especially this little home planet. But now I'm working on a survival game, so it'll be different. I love this little planet atmosphere. And we've got our little grass bros here, little creatures that look like grass. And they burrow down into the ground, and then they dig themselves back up and go move around. But the game that I'm trying to pull a bunch of my previous work into this new project is this survival one here. Looks dope. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun working on these projects. Every time I learn something new. Let me pull this one open. This one will kind of show you what I'm attempting to do in the new project that I'm working on. It's just that this one I built it kind of faultily from the ground up. So it's like has a bunch of the systems in place, but but it's not quite what I want it to be in terms of, like, I couldn't scale it up very easily. Oh, all of these icons are gone because I didn't copy them over. I just dragged them over. I should fix that. There should be icons there. Anyway, this one was the game that I was working on previously, where you build your base on top of a walking mountain guy. I'm still very happy with this one. Let me do a quick toggle time, no, let's do time, 1, and then toggle time again, just so we get some more mood. this is where you can see, like, the amount of work I put into this one was a lot. But I'm trying to kind of recreate it, a lot of the systems in my new project. Because these ones, they're just, like I said, they're not scalable. Every time I want to add new parts to this game, it takes longer and longer because all the systems I've built are just not, like, up to par. But it has, like, a build system. You've got this big giant guy you can walk on. You can place boxes. You can place your crafting bench. It doesn't do anything right now, but... And then you walk around, you know? Keep grinding things. Yeah, I just love making these things. It's just too much fun. And then, like, you can go out and you can harvest resources, you know. That sound effect is just me making a noise with my mouth. Let me craft an axe and see what it does. Blip. Okay, we got an axe. Okay, you can still see it. The icon's just missing. Let me go and figure out why that's missing. Okay, copy these. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I'm going to go back to my current project. We've got work to do. We've got to get this tool system working. I don't know how many tools I'm really going to have in this game, though. Let's just do this. Class name tool. And then we can have placeables as well. And we could do something, maybe we do an enum here. Tool type. And we do hammer, gather, weapon. We could do like special, I don't know, something like this. And then at export var type, which is a type of tool type. And this one is a hammer. Let's do gather as the first one, actually, just so then everything doesn't default to hammer. Or let's call it build. Okay, so this is build, a tool type, tool of type build. Thanks for the little tour. Have to get back to school, but see you soon, bro. Take care. Hey, take it easy, Vidar. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, good luck. And yeah, stop by whenever. I'm trying to stream every day now, so you can always check in and see the progress. But thanks for coming by, brother. Okay, we got hammer, or it's type build. Okay, so now when we do our this thing here, we can do current tool, right click. Okay. If current tool dot type. Oh, actually, current tool needs to be a tool. this needs to be tool. Now we're just calling everything a tool. This will cause issues later. Classic. I don't care. That's just how it is. We will deal with those issues later. It's classic. Okay.
1, 2,
Tool.
3, 4, 5.
Ota LähiTapiolan henkivakuutus ja lepäät
Where
rauhassa.
am I?
Henkivakuutuksen myöntää LähiTapiola keskinäinen
Set
henkivakuutusyhtiö.
tool?
LähiTapiola samalla puolella.
What up Spotify, tässä on Senia. Mulla on käynnissä totaalinen crash out. Ja sen kunniaksi mä julkaisin
These ads, bro.
crash out. Se on ulkona nyt.
Okay. On right click. Okay, we have all of this. We could get rid of that. Okay. Now, what we can do here is toggle build menu. Could this be in the hammer? Like in the hammer scene. Do I want to do it this way? Do I want to put it in the hammer scene where I go, maybe I add a node called actions to every scene. And then that has these in it. Let's try this. Maybe we keep it as actions just so all tools have that. And then we do actions dot left click. Actions dot right click. Does this make any sense to break it down like this? Or am I just doing way too much thinking ahead? We're doing too much thinking ahead. Let's not do this until it becomes a problem. Which means we go to the player. One thing I do want to do is get all of these. Let's add a node here. This will help. Input actions. Create. Okay. Okay, we can get that out of there. We can grab this whole physics process and just... Some of these things we can just pull directly from. You know what, let's not even worry about that. We'll just do our, like these, we can keep them in there. For now. But we gotta just replace all of this stuff. Basically, I just want to clean up my player script. There's a lot of this to fix, but it shouldn't take too long. So much of this. Whoops. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh, everything's twice as fast because the player is also still has all of this physics and has every tick stop. Okay. There we go. Okay, you can still toggle the build menu, but now input actions, on right click, we can do this. Current tool is what? It is a tool. We need to rename this tool. Tool type. So current tool dot tool type dot type is equal to tool dot tool type dot build then on the HB, where is it? Up here. Okay. Then maybe right here, if current tool dot type is equal to tool dot tool type dot build toggle build is building. Building state. Where is all of this? No, that's not it. Toggle build state. Okay. Then we just do this. Okay, so this needs to have this can go in here. Okay, we'll make sure that this works. Okay. Right click. Okay. So here we need to see, so if the inventory is not open, then we do this. If player.current tool does not equal null, we could do this, and we can do this, grab these, move them over. Okay. Okay, when I right click, nothing happens. Sick. Now when I right click, okay. Oh, but then I switch. I think we can just delete that. Okay. That's an issue because you can only right click out of that. Okay. Now we need to go to HB, our hotbar thing. Okay. Oh, we need to go to player, change tool. If new or current tool does not equal null, and current tool dot type is equal to tool dot tool type dot build toggle build menu. No, build state. Maybe we need to do something here. Value bool true Maybe we do it like this. Broken player.toggle build state. Okay. I don't think we need that, because it shouldn't be a input anymore. Nice. Nice. Okay. Now when we do that, you still get stuck in this thing. Okay, so I think we just need to, when you switch, let's do change tool in the player. Just do that there. This seems like it could be an issue. Bear, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Okay. Okay, switch to that. Nice. Okay, I mean that works. Okay. I don't like how the thing sticks around there. Okay, we should start adding sound effects too, because that'll just help everything in this. So we have building, we have our forest. Doing well, been super busy, but all good things. How you been? I've been good, also super busy. I've got a ton of stuff happening, but I'm finally like I've been so inconsistent with streaming, but now like I can kind of get back to it and building. Right now, I just started this one, which is pulling a lot of stuff from my other projects, and I'm trying to make a cozy survival game. Have my build system more or less working. There's still a lot of work to go, like that preview thing. So let me see here. Place component. When this happens, it should connection.enabled equals false. I'm just gonna run a set build preview there, and maybe that'll work. Yeah, I was excited to see you streaming. Yeah, it's good to be back. Good to be back at it. I still have kind of a crazy year coming up, so we'll see. Oh, yeah, that doesn't quite work. Still sticks around until you leave. Yeah, I still have a ton going on this year, but I'm just gonna keep grinding it out as much as I can. Me and New Jank are both saying that we need to get things together and start, you know, really putting in work. So that's what I plan on doing. Because last year I wasn't able to do as much. 1 second, grab a copy. You had a lot of, like, some pretty good success with Surf's Up, right? I've seen a little bit, like, on the Discord a while back. Like I said, I've been busy, so I haven't been able to keep up completely, but it seemed like Surf's Up did really well, right? Snap. Okay. Where is Snap getting set? It's in base builder. Okay, this is here. Current focus connection does not equal null. Connection detect dot current focus connection dot enabled equals true. Maybe that's all I need there. It's been going well. We hit 130K lifetime players, and it's been 1 year since the first Git commit. Dang. Financially, it did better than my last game, but only 1% of players bought the DLC. Okay. And was it free on the was the base game free and then DLC is paid, or how did that work? Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, this fixed it. Sick. Oh, that's good, because that really helps with the annoying visuals. But man, that's crazy. Can you imagine? Like, I mean, you can imagine. You're doing it, but like 130K lifetime players is sick. That's super cool. Base game is free to play with a map rotation. Okay. Buying DLC unlocks all the maps, some lobby features, and cosmetics. Feels wild. Dude, that's so cool to have that many people like enjoying something you made. Yeah, congratulations, bro. There hasn't been one day of 0 players since launch. That is so cool. 189 days ago. Feels surreal. Dude, I still haven't played it. I'll have to download it. I played the Survivors game of yours. And I actually played that a decent amount. It was fun. But I'm just kind of blown away by how fast your development is. And like just getting them done. I've never finished anything, so I'm always very impressed by someone who finishes something. This all feels cool, but I'm also annoyed by the fact that I'm using Kenny assets. Oh, here comes my ads on Spotify. I don't like using assets when like my whole... I get the most fun from making assets, but it's fine. This is all just test stuff. You'd be shocked I got like 4 or 5 projects going on right now. Yeah, man. I've got a ton. I'll show you what I was working on before this recent one, because now I've kind of locked in on what I want to make, which is a cozy survivor / like home building decorating style game. I don't even know what you would call it, because it's less on the survival elements and more on like having a cozy environment. But I'll show you real quick. What I'm working with, or what I was working on. So this was the one I was working on recently, which wasn't really much of a game. I was just playing around with it recently, but like, it's more of like a interactive experience, I guess. Almost more cinematic than anything. So you start out on your little home world here, and you're just this little cube guy. And there's these guys who just live on this planet. Oh. But the whole idea was that you have this big teleporter here. You can jump into one and then transfer yourself to like a whole nother world where you experience a story. But the problem is it was going to be just way too much work to build those stories. So like this is the first one that you were going to go to, which is this big sci-fi battle, and you just kind of follow along and watch it happen. There was going to be some big like mech guys that you would follow along as they go through this big battle, and just watch things kind of unfold. I've got Surf's Up version 2.0. Okay. And a new learning platform idea I have, gd.uni. Nice. Okay. This looks great. Thanks. Yeah. It was really fun making this stuff. I do love the... It's not very performant, because I didn't really focus on performance, but like the visuals of this just look sweet already. And it would have been really cool to do, but it would just be too much work. There was another world that I had just started, but I hadn't really done anything with. It was just this canyon world. But every world that you went to would be a completely new setting, completely new, like, experience, basically. And mostly story-driven. But it was kind of just too much. So we're back to our survival stuff. And now I just got to figure out how to make it scale correctly. Speaking of, though, I really could just... I could just work on the building and the visuals and start to get it looking good. One thing I'm going to do, I'll pull in some more assets. Because there's a good Kenny Assets pack that I bought, or not bought, just grabbed. That I'm going to go through. Let's see. Documents, where is it? Okay. Nature kit. Yeah, this was the one. Okay, so we have these. These are what I want. Oh, you can't even see that. Whatever. Let's see if I can find them. Corner, inner half corner. Okay, I think these I can do. Copy these. And then go to my 3D assets. Okay. GD.University is the learning platform idea. If you'd like to check out the T's landing page, I would. Ooh, very nice. Classes, courses, instructors. Nice. Okay. That would be cool. Asset packs. I would, well, I mean, I say this now, of course, I don't know what my availability will be. But I do like making assets. And so possibly I could throw some assets together for something like this. All just placeholder, yeah. Ideas, Udemy/Skillshare style site from content creators, giving most of the sale to the content creators. Oh, nice, yeah. That'd be amazing. Yeah, I think that would be cool. I've kind of wanted to do a free asset pack at some point. So I could even do a free one, like if you have a free tier or something. A free tier on the site that has some of that. Udemy takes like 85 or 67. Oh, wow. That's a lot. Idea is classes are all free. Okay. By anyone, we just vet the content. Okay. So classes are free, and then, but there would be paid tiers as well, or, and courses are from instructors who are creators that give us tax info to pay them. Okay. Huh. That could be cool. I like that. Keep me in the loop. I'll try to stay in the loop, but because one thing I can do is 3D low poly Blender stuff. I know I could teach a little bit on that, or just make an asset pack or something like that. It would be fun. Classes, anyone posts any topic vetted and tagged, high-level basic tutorials. Okay, courses are paid deep dives into specific topics. Nice. Okay, I like that. Yeah, that's cool. Is it Godot specific? Because it's gd.university. Highlight small creators, make it easier than YouTube to find what you're looking for. Yeah. That's perfect. Search the Blender tag for low poly and boob dead slaps Blender tutorial. Yeah, that would be great. Definitely keep me up to date on that, because I'm interested. I would use that actually, because I know there's a, especially if you get like, do you know New Jank? New Jank is really good. Lunchbox, what's up, man? How you doing? Caught it late today? Yeah. Good to see you, bro. But if you know New Jank, he's actually like a really good teacher. I don't know how motivated he would be to do like a full course or something, but he's great for the more complicated and mid-level tutorials. Because on YouTube, so much is just the basic tutorials that you just can't get past the surface level. You know New Jank. Okay, sweet. Because he's really good at teaching. He's taught me a lot, just one-on-one. And he's so good at the like more in-depth teaching. I would say like mid-level to higher level stuff. He's really good. GD game development, but it's also the GD from Godot. Okay, nice. Do Unreal, Unity, Blender, audio, anything related to game development. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's so hard to find good stuff on YouTube. It's tough. BRB, okay. Lunchbox, how is your day going? It is currently 4 p.m. for me. What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to start making scenes. All right. Let's go to our assets. Blip 3D cliffs. Okay, that's not what I need. Not what I need. Cliff rock, not what I need. 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 I could piece these together, but since it's all placeholder, I don't want to do the work. Okay, so the cliff ones are clearly not the ones I want. So we will go ahead and delete. And then we'll say we're gonna call this one terrain, and we'll just try to find one that has what I need. Maybe Kenny Assets has that listed. That's block. Okay, where? Maybe it's just the ground ones. Yeah, ground, path, corner, ground. Oh, that's those, the square ones. Stone, tall stone. Stones, we have stone large A, stone, okay. What would this be called? It's not cliff. It's not crops. How do I find this? It's rock large. Okay, let's try this. I think I have. Okay, copy. Trying the rock ones now. Making good progress? Making pretty good progress here. Okay, perfect. This is what we need. Okay, we can do a lot with these. So let's go to our scenes. We have rock formations. What is this one? Oh, that's this one here. Okay, we can just delete this. Okay, then go here to our rock formations or our terrain.
Haluaisin elää, mutta mä en enää tiennyt, miten irtautua siitä.
Päihderiippuvuus on pääasia. Kuuntele Mercedeksen ja muiden tarinat Mehiläisen pääase-podcastista Spotifysta.
Ja Maija.
Suomi-rap-soittolista.
Suomi-rap.
Parasta suomi-räppiä Spotifyssa.
We've got
Klikkaa
Finnish
ja
rap.
kuuntele.
Good old Spotify ads. Okay.
Taito syntyy työstä.
More ads.
Sisusta.
Another 30 minutes.
Palavasta
30
intohimosta.
second ad.
Sitä ei voi näytellä. Eikä sitä voi ostaa.
Okay. So we're here.
Ulkoisten
Rock
saavutusten
formation one.
jahtaaminen oli muuttunut mun elämän keskeiseksi
It
teemaksi.
is Tiny.
Kun kaikki pysähtyi, jäljelle jäi vain yksi kysymys. Mikä oikeasti merkitsee? Tää on paluu siihen, kuka mä oon. Ja siihen, miksi mä teen. Mä oon takas. Onhan se. Paljon.
Rocktall G2. Where's Tall G2? This is the one. Okay. Physics, yes. Doesn't need to look at anything. Re-import. Instantiate. Okay. Editable children. And then we go here. Transform. Scale. 10. Actually, let's do like 12. Nice. Okay. Now we create a new scene. 3D. We call it rock. Formation. Two. This needs to be renamed. I'm just gonna call it 1, like that. Rename it. Okay. This is a good one. Let's go here. Let's do physics on, re-import, then instantiate it, and editable children. We're gonna do scale of 12. Then we're gonna do a new scene. Which one was that? Tall H2? Okay. Create a new scene. Rock formation 3. These are all just sample assets, so it's not that big of a deal. Physics on. Back. Okay. Sweet. And instantiate. Editable children. Go here. Scale. Okay. In the forest, we can now grab our kind of want these to be bigger, actually. Okay, let's see how this looks. Reminds me of Warcraft 3 environment props. Yeah, actually pretty close. All right, already the world feels cooler. We could also do more, we need more of the shorter ones. Let me go into flight mode here. Okay. This is already good. All right, I like it. Rent to 10. What's up? How's it going? It's been a long time since I've caught your stream. I'm doing good. It's been a while since I've been able to stream regularly, so good to see you, man. We're making progress on our new project. Let's get some of these smaller ones in there as well. Create new scene. Small rock formation 1. Physics, this is large D, okay. Instantiate it. Editable children. And transform, I think we do like 5 or something. Yeah, that's pretty good. E, this one's good. So let's do a new scene. Scene, small rock formation 2. Which one was it? E? Yeah. Go here. Physics on. Oh, we should do that. Re-import. Instantiate it. Formation 2, we need to go here and make sure collision is not looking at anything. Formation 3, we need to do the same thing. Collision not looking at anything. And formation 1. Okay. Oh, that's small rock formation. Formation 2, editable children. Double check that that's not looking at anything. Okay, sick. Scale on this one. Do a quick 5. Yeah, that's pretty good. Scene, small rock formation 3. Let's go here. F. That's pretty similar to the other one. Small A. Small B. That's not bad. Small C. A. Small D. Small E. That's good right there. Instantiate this one. Editable children. Transform. Okay, sick. Go to forest. Go back down here. Oh, this one. Might need a little bit larger scale. Yeah. Okay, sick. Kurd, what's up? How's it going? Okay, so we have some things that we can kind of sprinkle around. Let's hide this snap thing. Don't really need it. Oh, you can't. Let's do a doorway here. It's kind of nice. These stairs, like the actual assets for these things, need to be switched out. Oh, and that collision right there at the top is, Okay, and then it's like, boom, we got a little way up onto here. Can't put a stairway there, but we can do a square ceiling and then do another stairway. That doesn't really work, but we can do a deconstruct. But yeah, we just need to build out our assets for the building components. And then we've got our little base builder. Yeah, I think that's what I'll be working on next to get things right. Okay. What is of the most importance? The UI for the building is terrible. And we need more trees and stuff like that. These are all test assets, so it's fine, but we're going to need to work on other tools, like being able to chop down trees. And things like the tool needs to actually swing when you build. Need to be able to gather resources. Let's go ahead and start writing some of this down. Okay, I think I could just use this board here. Okay. Gather tools. hitbox, hurtbox stuff. Crafting. Build UI. Crafting. Here we need building components, building animations, tool animations. Crafting. We need. What else do we need? Oh, we have an ad in progress. We need character hands and animations. I think that's what we're going to do, so these tool animations can actually be different.
Spotify Premiumilla saat paremman kuuntelukokemuksen. Nauti musiikistasi täysillä. Kuuntele kappaleita mistä tahansa järjestyksessä. Lataa niitä
Okay, crafting,
korkealla
hitbox,
äänenlaadulla
gather
ja kuuntele
tools,
musiikkia ilman mainoksia.
placeables
Korvasi ovat sen
system.
ansainneet. Napauta banneria ja lue lisää.
What else? Saving / loading. Procedural maps. Not sure if that'll be in the demo. Terrain. Better terrain. Better inventory UI. Drag previews, etc. Okay. Creatures, pathfinding. I don't think I'm going to do real terrain. Like, I don't think I'm going to do bumpy terrain. It'll be different. Tool on different rendering layer. That will be big. We don't want tools clipping through things. little bit of volumetric fog. My music is gone. New 3D. Mountains. Grab all of these. Throw them under that. Okay, let me throw my music back on. Okay, let's see how this looks. Already better. Obviously, the space that you're going to be in is going to be a lot larger than this. But I like this. This is good. Okay. One thing we need to do, directional light. Actually, we should probably just throw Sky 3D in here now. Copy this. Throw it in here. Paste. Sky 3D is such a great plugin. It's just amazing. Let me grab some coffee. Okay. Now we throw Sky 3D in here. Sky 3D. What is happening? Oh. What? What's going on? Add-ons. Reload current project, and then we're going to paste this back in. Delete. Okay. Now I should have Sky 3D again. Okay, that clearly does not work. Let's go ahead and delete that. Back into here, let's paste it again. Okay, now let's try this. Whoops, we need to enable it. Now I think we can reload current project. Mixy. Why is this like it is? Okay, no sun, no nothing. Okay, sick. Trying to add Sky 3D does not allow me. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go project settings again. Go to plugins, unenable it, delete it here. Reload current project. Skydome with Parsair. Why am I still... We still have a Sky 3D here, that's why. Delete. Okay. Now, save. Project settings. Plugins. Okay. Reload current project. Not save, I guess. I don't know. Okay, this is where we go back and just re-download it. Download zip because it has disappeared. Oh wait, no, it's still there in documents. Okay. There it is. Okay. Will it work this time? Why is it giving me so much trouble? We're gonna reload the project again. This is the funnest part of game development. Why does it not show up? Okay. Project settings, plugins, Sky 3D. Okay. Sick. Reload current project just to make sure it works. Please just work. Please just work. Please just work. Okay. Ooh, look at that. It's working. Okay. Time. We do not do editor time. We do not do game time. We do nighttime. Weather. Lighting. Where is the moon? Okay, it's still very dark. Did they change this or something? Sky dome, moon. Can't see the moon anywhere. Why is he not showing up? There's the moon. Perfect. Now we're getting somewhere. All right, I'm off to get some work done. Great catching up and have a good day and have a great stream. Thank you, brother. It's good to see you again. Hope you have good luck in your work. Be productive, and congrats on the Surf's Up success. It's super sick to hear. But yeah, good to see you, man. Take it easy. Is the moon during all of this? Okay, we can do like right there. Then moonlight. I don't know what indirect energy does, but actually let's do this and let's do like 1. No. 0.4. Should be pretty bright. Let's do game time on. We need a lot more lighting, of course. Yeah, I still like the idea of everything being at night but visible. I think that's better. Why does that not seem to do anything? Yeah, it doesn't change anything. So maybe what we need to do here is just our lighting, ambient energy like 5. See how this is. Okay, yeah. That helps. Texture alignment. Moonlight energy, 0.7. That should help. Okay, that does help. Okay, we're making progress. Okay, so our building components are going to be a big part of this, and setting up placeables, making it so you can decorate and do all of that. Crafting, all of that is to come. But I need to be done, actually. I need to bounce. If you want to keep up with the channel, see how the game is going, then you can drop a follow on the Twitch or on the YouTube. But I'm hoping to make some more progress on this soon. I need to be making big time progress because I want to turn this into something I start pitching to publishers. I have a pretty good idea of where the game is going. Obviously, we're only a couple days into this project, so it's going to take a little bit. But I'm hoping within the next few months to really have a solid view of where this is headed. Some of this lighting is a little not great. We need more ambient energy. Let me just do a quick. What if we just bump that way up? How much does it change? Doesn't seem to do much. Yeah, it doesn't really seem to do anything. Moonlight, time of day, moon. Maybe it's that. No. That just makes everything brighter. We will figure this out. Maybe it's just this one. If I just go to 1 there. Night sky contribution 2. Oh, that's just 1. I don't know. We'll figure it out, though, at some point. We'll get the lighting right. But in the meantime, you know, you can drop a follow on the channel if you want to keep up. You can also join the Discord. I know there's the link in the Twitch chat there. I will post it in the YouTube chat as well. We've got some fun Spotify ads going on. But if you want to join the Discord to get notified when I go live, you can do that. Otherwise, I'm going to take off. Peace out. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you all. Yeah.